Hey, hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. I don't know why I have my headphones on because I'm not listening to anything right now. Um, so, I just wanted to cover a little bit of drama that has popped up in the last day in the Amberverse involving Becky. So, yesterday evening, we had a community post on Becky's YouTube channel. Becky said, "So I have been threatened that if I speak out on my truth, the law will be involved." And then a laughing, crying emoji. "Look how I was publicly treated, but I'm being threatened with the law. I saw the breakup video, and the reason she's being so graceful with this one is because she thought I wasn't good enough, but this one somehow was. I did everything for her, and just like always, I was treated like garbage. I suffer every day because of what I was put through, but I'm the one who has to stay quiet. How is that fair?" And then 2 hours later, she posted, "She wants me to clear up that I mentioned the law first. Yes, back last September. Why? Because she wouldn't stop talking about me. This time, though, she said, if either of us talk about each other, we can get the law involved. That was just a few days ago since she texted me that. She wanted that cleared up, so there you go." I don't know if Becky means last September or like September of 2021, but in the middle of the night, Amberlynn was doing some Instagram questions and she answered this. Somebody asked Amber, "Why are you threatening Becky with a lawsuit, but you get to talk bad about very hypocritical?" I think they mean you get to talk bad about Becky. Amber says, "I'm not and I never would. Look at her newest post. She threatened it last September and I agreed to it. I brought it back up and told her it still stands per her request from last September. She confused what I said clearly, so she corrected herself. Again, it was her who threatened it. Leave me alone about Becky. I want her to heal and thrive. I personally have nothing else to say. If you mention her again, I'll block you. Thank you." So, just to, because I like to give both sides and I like to sometimes play devil's advocate, but I also like to be very even and be fair. Becky did threaten to get the law involved first, it does seem, last year. And then Amber brought it back up this year. However, for both of them, you really can't. Unless slander is involved, there's no crime being committed. Freedom of speech. Unless either of them signed an NDA just talking about something in a video, because if you never mention that person's name, they can't prove it's about them unless you say things very specific about them. Like my 570-pound ex-girlfriend from Kentucky. It's this the neither of them can get the law involved because there's going to be no crime committed because there's no NDA. And unless they slander each other, by the way, libel is in writing, slander is speech, then there's nothing either one of them can do. I will say, though, yes, Becky was treated like garbage. Amberlynn has not treated Becky nicely. Now, the other question is, why did Amber not threaten Destiny with this same thing when, like, hey, stop talking about me or I'm going to get the law involved? Probably because she knows she can't. There's no lawsuit, there's no case, there's no crime being committed. But with Becky, Becky probably has a lot of shit on Amber, to, to, to be honest. Becky did absolutely everything for Amber, and she was treated like absolute crap. And I really want Becky to get better. I would love to see her heal, get into a nice, healthy relationship, have a job that pays her decently, be able to make videos to make money on the side, and just live a happy, good, fulfilling life. I would love to see that for Becky, and I hope she's able to do it. But neither one of them have a lawsuit. So, interesting that Amber decided to threaten that, though. But yeah. I will say it is interesting that Amber never mentioned that whenever Becky did it. She just said, we're not going to talk about each other. So I will give Amber props for never mentioning that Becky had told her that if she didn't stop talking about her, she would get the law involved. But unless it was slander involved, you really can't. So that is my little blurb on it, a little bit of an update on what Becky is doing and how Becky is feeling, and I hope she does start to feel better. And, you know, yeah, she was not treated well in that relationship, and it still affects her, obviously, and it wasn't healthy for her. But all that being said, we're going to leave it at that. We'll see if anything else pops up the next couple of days from Becky. And until then, be safe and take care.